are back with all things employment on OneTalkNetwork.com. And yes, I am Aaron Boyce, one of your wonderful hosts, with my...
Robin Rose-Haymer.
Another one of my...
Oh, wonderful host. Sorry, you said my, and then I was confused, because usually right there I say my name, and I didn't know what to do.
I know, and I didn't have it before that.
Yeah, we fell down in that gap.
We should do it again.
We should do that again.
Or not.
Or not.
Because we have a guest who is...
Yes, Genevieve. I'm here.
She is here, and she is the program director for Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services. You realize no one ever says and Family Services,
well,
right?
You have to, because if you leave that out, you forget about me, half of the staff, and 5 of 6 programs.
Wow. Okay.
So you got to say and Family Services.
All right. So Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services.
Yes.
You're going to have to share with us what all that means. So now, honestly, and this is true, I'm excited to have you here. We've been friends for a while. I've learned a lot from you, and I remember one time I said, Jen, help me over coffee and teach me. Remember that?
Yeah.
And you did.
I didn't. Okay.
You did. And I was transformed, so thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services, tell us all about it.
Okay, start from the beginning, I guess.
Okay.
Once upon a time
in 1976 in Oak Park at Immaculate Conception Catholic Church. Father Dan Madigan was doing a soup kitchen in the basement of the church. Oak Park was a really high need area. It's actually a lot better now than it was then in the late 70s. And from there, started learning with his parishioners who were volunteers, learning, man, we could help people with clothing, we can help adults learn to read. Founded the organization. We moved into the old Arata Brothers grocery store facility, which is in Oak Park, and that is where we still are today. So it's real close to Broadway and 34th. It's at 3rd and 3rd between 33rd and 34th. Lots of threes. And we built a new 2-story facility that we call our Education and Technology Center.
It's beautiful.
It's very nice. Across the street. And that opened in February 2012. We have another building that opened in 2005 that's in North Sacramento that has some of our programs. So probably later when I start listing those off, if I say at both of our buildings or at our North Sac facility, that's the other building I'm talking about.
Do you have the address for the North Sac facility?
I have all of the addresses.
Fantastic.
So our main campus in Oak Park is 3333 3rd Avenue. So you just got to remember threes. Make sure you do Avenue and not Street. And our North Sac is 2469 Rio Linda Boulevard.
Because 2222 was just not...
No, it wasn't available.
Or 2468.
Yeah.
It had to be across the
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll start with food, because that's the big one everyone thinks of. So we served food for years at our Oak Park facility. And then really realized about 8 years ago, started looking into this, did a strategic plan, and realized that there was a much better way to serve people that were in need with food. So as opposed to be operating out of a standalone facility 5 days a week during business hours, making people come all the way to our building to get what they needed, we started taking the food out into the community. So we have 12 sites that we partner with on a monthly basis, 3 days a week, take the food out, and do kind of like a farmer's market style food distribution, serving usually 200 to 250 households per distribution, providing them with 5 days of take-home groceries. It's mainly fresh produce, fruit, vegetables, meat, dairy, egg, canned goods, dry goods, no soda, no sweets. It's all about the good stuff. And that's open to anyone in the county. Can come to any of our distributions once a month and get food for their families. We really want people to think about it not in terms of, oh, I don't need that, I'm not starving, but think of it in terms of, is this a way I could go use that food and save money for my family and spend the money I'm saving on about $90 worth of groceries on getting some school supplies or uniforms or another need that I have with my family, and think of it, like food stamps, like CalFresh. This is money that I can use to get healthy food for my family.
So we're talking with Jennifer Peavy with Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services. And my question is, do they have to register or sign up or join anything in order to get those food services? With
food, no. There's a registration the day of, but nothing you need to do ahead of time. Our calendar is on our website, which is sacramentofoodbank.org. Pretty easy to remember, but long. You can also call our food hotline number, which I have right here. It's 916-313-7606, and listen to recording. It has all the upcoming food distributions. Info line Sacramento 211. They also have all of our info. We refer everyone to that, so a little plug for 211. And with registration, we just ask that you bring any photo ID, but it doesn't matter what form of photo ID it is, and a proof of your address. So anything that has your name and your address on it. So your SMUD bill, a letter grandma sent you, anything.
What if you're homeless?
Just come as you are, Ben. No worries. You just declare that when you're there. Most folks have an ID or something still to show, but yeah, no worries about the proof of address.
So that you will not turn away?
No.
Fantastic. Now, you did not say you have to show proof of income.
Definitely not.
Fantastic.
Definitely
Fantastic.
not. Yeah.
Okay, so, I like programs that make things easy for people, not hard for people. Jen, I have a pet peeve. I do. I mean, I'm a child that was born on welfare and spent a lot of my life on welfare. And I remember being treated like you're on welfare, and not by the community, but by the workers in the buildings or the people who said that they were helping. But they treated us like we were second-class citizens, So how can a person expect to be treated coming to Sacramento Food Bank and receiving some of your services, such as the food?
I think you know what the answer is, which is why you're asking the question.
I do.
One thing we pride ourselves on is really making people feel welcome and respected, and that's seen all the way from the food distribution to maybe someone who's coming to take a technology course or get some job development services, which I'm sure we'll get to as well. So the food distributions look like open-air farmers markets. There's music. We're giving out samples of the food, health and nutrition information. Usually nursing students are walking around providing information as well. So we really want to connect people to their food, make them feel connected and know what they're eating, why they're eating it, maybe get some recipes that they can use with it that they can take home for their families.
Fantastic.
So I'm going to leave all of you guys with my papers as well, but again, everything is up on the website. The last thing I want to say about food before we jump into my fun stuff, the family services, is that our food distributions try to make it easy for folks that are working or in school. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the distributions are from 5 to 7 p.m., and Wednesdays they're 11 to 1. And we also encourage you to look and find which distribution is the closest to your home or work or wherever you're coming from, and then go to that same one every month, because it's on a repeat schedule. So if you remember, this one's the third Thursday of the month, then just mark your calendar every third Thursday, because you can only go to one a month, and just go to that same one, because it's going to stay in the same location, same time, and easy for you to get to.
Superb.
Yeah.
All right, so now let's take that jump.
Okay. We'll start with the simple, the clothing.
Okay.
So clothing is open 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 10 to 1:30. And on Wednesdays, again, for people that are working in school non-traditional schedules, or for traditional schedules, 4 to 7 p.m. So we want people to come with their kids after school to get the clothes that they need, come after school, get your uniforms, and those that are working, stop by. It's free, gently used, donated clothes. For anyone in the county can come once a month and get the clothing. Everyone is treated like a shopper. So same thing as you're asking about before. So they can take their time, 20-25 minutes, to select the clothing items that they need. We have job smart clothing, so we can do individual appointments to help them get clothing specific for their job, for interviews, with a volunteer that's going to really help them with this fits well, or this is a good color, or I think this might be really appropriate for that upcoming interview that you have. We keep things like Halloween costumes separate, big and tall, teen section, prom dresses. Nice. So really you can come down for any clothing need, and encourage donations as well. So even if you come and receive, everyone grows out of stuff, kids are growing, keep a bag in the closet, fill it up as you find things you don't like or that you grow out of, and then drop it off for donations.
Any tuxedos for the young men?
If it comes in, we'll have it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen one recently, but we do get a couple wedding dresses every now and then.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
which is pretty incredible.
That is. So,
yeah.
So you talk about food.
You did a combo. That's okay. That's all right. Food and clothing.
Food and clothing, absolutely. Yeah. And what else?
What else? So now I'll do another quick one, and then I'll hit the big 3 education ones. So a quick one is our senior program. We partner with Eschaton, and they refer seniors to us that we match with volunteers that visit the seniors in their home once a month. We currently have 45 matches. So the volunteers have to visit twice a month for 1 year. So we ask for a commitment. And during those visits, on one of them, they stop by, pick up food from us, and take the food to the senior. Okay. It's about companionship, socialization, another set of eyes in the home. If they see any issues, they can let us and Eschaton know, as well as bringing that food, again, healthy, fresh produce mostly for the seniors.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, now the big 3 educations. Okay. Youth, parent, and adult education. I'm going to save adult education for last because that's the one that's most pertinent to this.
Okay.
So youth education. We do on-site childcare while parents are attending a class. So maybe they're going to English as a second language, working on their GED, or going to a parenting class. We can watch the kids on-site, ages 1 to 5, just like Roxanne here. She would be perfect for play care. We have an after-school academy with about 50 youth enrolled for academic support, 1st through 6th graders, and then we do tutoring appointments for the teens, 7th and up, so by subject. We also have a computer clubhouse, which is after-school technology for teens. So we're prepping them with all of the skills so they're never going to have trouble finding a job. Getting them college ready, career ready, training them in some really awesome stuff. 3D printing, robotics, photography, music. We have a music and video studio. We do graphic design, tons of amazing work. And then parent education, many people know this as mother-baby. That's what the old program used to be called. We changed it to parent education in 2012. That's open to anyone in the county that has a child up to age 5 or is expecting, can come, go to classes, receive points, and with those points redeem them for diapers, baby food, formula, maternity clothes, baby clothes, miscellaneous item, toys. Everything we have is worth points.
Nice.
And that has been a really powerful change because there's an incentive then to go to all these great parenting classes. We'll do things in courses. So maybe we ask you to come once a week for 6 weeks. Well, that's going to be 120 points. But if we say just come on Tuesday for this story time with your kid, that might be only 15 points. So it depends. And you can get as many points as you want. There's no limit.
Sweet.
And that is at both locations in Sacramento. So both Oak Park and North Sac is parent education. Okay, adult ed. And then I'm sure more questions.
Okay.
Adult education. We have English as a second language. That's located both Oak Park and our North Sacramento facility. Lots of levels, so anyone that's like very beginning, starting off, up till level 4, which is intermediate conversational. We have GED preparation every Thursday at 1 o'clock at our Oak Park facility. You can come for orientation, take an assessment test, and we'll get you started with studying that very following week. It's at your own pace, independent study, but we have volunteers and staff always on hand to assist you. We have scholarships available for the funding and lots of hands-on practice now that the new test is on the computer. So we have the lab right there. Then we also have the technology. So we're offering tons of computer classes, a lot of stuff similar to what you were mentioning in the first half hour, like Greater Sacramento Urban League.
Yes.
So since I'm going to forget all the names, I'm going to tell you right now. So we do technology orientations every Friday at 11:30. We have Welcome to the World of Computers Foundation and Beyond Basics. So Foundation is for those of you that have never used a computer before. So you can guess that sometimes that the age of those students are a little older, or they've been in a position for a long time that never required them to get computer skills, and now they need it. So we start with moving the mouse, turning the computer off and on. What does the power button look like? Getting signed up for an email address, some basic word usage, basic internet navigation. They can go to Beyond Basics. After that, Office 2007 Foundation and Intermediate levels. We also have Computer Basics for English language learners and Clase de Computación Básica, which is Computer Basics in Spanish. We do that on Wednesday evenings.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. So all those classes are free. Most of them are 7 weeks long, once a week, with office hours for what we call skills labs. So come in, do more practice, do your homework modules. And in addition, we have an open lab that's 5 days a week. Anyone can come in and get on the computer to look for a job, fill an online application, check your email, look up a recipe, get directions, anything you need that's productive. So no dating, no Facebook, no whatever. No one even MySpaces anymore.
Okay.
Who knows? No dating. Then you can get on that too. Yes.
Now, I think I heard somewhere about how you often bring in only the top speakers to come and speak to your people. Is that true?
That's very true. That's very true.
Tell us a little bit more about that, why don't you?
We offer workshops ongoing to complement the technology classes. A lot of them are job focused. And we have had Mr. Aaron Boyce out a number of times to offer some of his excellent workshops. Yes.
I really didn't mean that you could bring me up.
I'm sure that's it.
But now that you do talk about the workshops, in addition to those workshops, we're doing job search assistance. People can attend a resume building workshop, work one-on-one with someone to create a tailored cover letter, a tailored resume. We have a community job board with a ton of postings that are up. We'll help people make sure that their online application looks good before they hit submit, and also mock interview practice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And now you have the facility to do all that.
Oh, yes.
Now, most of this happens, though, in the Oak Park location, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's fabulous. That is absolutely fabulous. You ready to get down? Huh?
Get down. Are we talking about get down and boogie, or are we talking about?
Get down and boogie. Absolutely.
Well, Genevieve, I'm very excited about all of those classes that you have available. I foolishly was only calling you the Sacramento Food Bank, and then was erroneously missing a huge section of what you did. Right.
Yeah.
I knew about the parenting classes, and I do have a question about those.
Yeah.
If someone has court-ordered parenting classes that they need to attend, do your classes qualify?
Excellent question. Some do.
Okay.
So occasionally we partner with one of the Birth and Beyond sites that's in Sacramento, where their staff that are trained in the curriculum that is court-ordered, court-approved, will come and teach on our site.
Okay.
Because we have some nice facilities and a lot of times a bigger audience. So we recommend everyone call first. The flat answer is no, but sometimes yes.
Absolutely.
So we just recommend that people come and take advantage of the classes because you're able to get all those incentives on top of the information.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that point system is very dynamic because
going well.
The information in and of itself is very valuable. But when you get information plus free stuff, man, that's what's up.
And a lot of the families can also earn points by going to ESL, by going to technology, by getting their GED. We award points for that as well. If any of those folks also have a child age 1 to 5, they can be getting points by doing the stuff they're already doing.
Points bonus.
Points bonus.
Now, I was distracted by one of the world's cutest babies.
Yes.
Okay, so you were talking, and I'm not sure if I heard everything, but you did mention the GED program.
Yeah.
And did you mention who can be a part of that? And did you mention whether you pay for the tests or not?
I will talk more about it.
Okay, please.
So GED orientation, our Oak Park facility, every Thursday at 1 o'clock. You have to be on time. If you're there at 1:05, you got to go next week. And that's
good for you.
We start that process of taking responsibility for yourself, being on time, thinking about beyond the GED from that first moment. So the whole orientation is about no one is forcing you to be here, no one is demanding that you show up on time, but if you do, you will be successful. If you do not, you will not be successful. Attendance is directly correlated to your success in the GED program. We've even charted it and graphed it. So if you show up, you will make progress. If you do not show up, you do not make progress. So we tell the students that. We tell the students this. So after that, take an assessment. And so I recommend folks plan on staying sometimes until 4 p.m., depending on how long your assessment's taking you. So 3 hours on Thursday afternoons. Then you'll meet with the program manager early the next week and go over your individual learning plan. So you're going to hear it all again about taking responsibility and being in charge of your learning plan. We'll schedule you for appointments, and then you can start coming 3 times a week or more to work on your GED, take work home. We have daytime stuff, so 9 a.m. until 3, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we also have 6 to 8 p.m. So we have a lot of folks that just are evening students. They come 3 evenings a week, maybe after work, or after school, or that's just better for them, so they come in that evening time as well. Anyone over 18, and yes, we have scholarships.
Yes, fantastic.
So scholarships are almost 100% accepted if you meet the list of requirements, which one of them is attendance, cooperation, positive attitude. So a real easy scholarship to get if you do some of the basic stuff, yes.
Jennifer Levy, Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services. She is on All Things Employment on OneTruckNetwork.com. And I just wanted to know if you had any upcoming events, anything that you want to announce. I know you do.
Yeah.
One of the things that I love about you is that you send me a plethora of ongoing information that you somehow compile in a way that has to be a daunting task, and then you disseminate it. How cool is that?
A lot of emails, but good stuff. I enjoy making sure it gets in the right hands and figuring out who would want this information and then send it to them.
So why don't you get some of that stuff in these hands right here, okay?
Yes.
All right, so make sure you, look at that, networking at its best, okay? So get ready with a pen if you really don't have a pen.
That's why
Genevieve was going, so you do know each other.
I recognize her name.
Okay.
Yes.
So Genevieve is going to lay down some 411 on ya.
All right, upcoming events and things. So I oversee 2 networking groups. One is called Network Cafe, and we meet the 3rd Thursday of every month, which is this coming Thursday, the 16th. And that's for anyone that's in social service, nonprofit, or just wants to gain info. I even have general community members want to attend. It's 11:30 to 1 at our facility in Oak Park with lunch. And we have guest presenters that present every month, except November and December. So this October is actually our last Network Cafe of the year. But it's a great opportunity to meet some other folks, get connections, and learn about the presentations. The one that Erin is referring to is my email-heavy North Area Collaborative, which I have attempted to try to keep North Sac to El Paso Heights, North Highlands, and now is creeping into Arden Arcade, and I have some other people that are just on the email list. But basically, there's about 80 email addresses on there, so folks send me an info. I BCC everybody and resend it out, so it doesn't look like it. You know when you scroll through an email and you have like a million emails. I hate that, so I delete all of that when I get one, so it looks like it's just coming from me with an attachment or info in the email body. But it always has who you would reply to if you had more information. Don't get any reply alls if someone replies all and has a question. And we try to meet once a month, rotating sites. So you also can firsthand see, I didn't know what that building looks like. Now I can tell someone when I'm referring them. And that's really where the idea for that group came from, is I want to be able to give correct info about where to park, what does the building look like, the receptionist's name when I provide a referral to someone that's seeking service.
I mentioned about how you helped me, and I want to be a little more clear. When I was in Las Vegas and San Jose, I started a similar program, and it's so interesting because that had not been done before in the way that you do it, in the way that I did it in San Jose and Las Vegas. And before I left, I had a good, I would say 25 to 30 organizations that have seen the light and saw how valuable such a program was. And like you, I was also taking the information and disseminating it. That is a hard job.
Yeah.
That's a hard job. And again, you should be commended, because I would bet that that's not where your salary is, goes.
No.
Right. So that's fantastic. Okay.
I have more upcoming events.
You do? Okay, well, by all
I'll be
means.
quick. So I want to hit on, the Thanksgiving holidays coming up.
Go for it.
So a lot of people think about turkeys. So before I tell you all, before I tell you how to get turkeys, I'll tell you how we need to receive them. So it all starts off with Friday, November 21st is our annual turkey drive. And the word drive is different from the word distribution. So drive is all day long with KCRA. We are asking for turkey donations. Anyone can bring. So even if you can only afford one extra, buy one extra. It's a drive through our parking lot. You don't even have to get out of the car.
Just
Take it, toss it out. We'll tally it up. And we need 6,000 to 7,000 to meet the need the following Monday, the 24th. Again, all this info is on our website, sacramentofoodbank.org, our address, the times of the drive, how to get there, etc. So on Monday the 24th is our distribution. Again, anyone in need can come down to our facility beginning at 8 a.m. and receive a turkey with 2 bags of Thanksgiving fixings for their families. And I'll give all the listeners a secret.
Ooh.
Don't come at 8.
Don't come. Okay.
If we get 6,000 to 7,000 on Friday, we'll be distributing for a few hours. The line gets way shorter the longer you wait. And usually people that come 11, 12, 1 will still receive a ticket, and they'll have a much shorter line, 15, 20 minutes as opposed to 2 hours or 3 hours in the morning.
So about the only time where it pays to show up a little late
is this day.
Come late.
Okay. Come late. I bet you
I'm sure people have no trouble with that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a few people who are happy to hear that. Like, good advice.
And then last but not least is obviously Run to Feed the Hungry, which a lot of people know about but don't know that it's our event. It's our main fundraiser of the year. Our entire staff is out there at 5 a.m. organizing the run. So we have our 3 biggest events of the year all within 1 week of each other. RunToFeedTheHungry.com. You can sign up. It's a 5K, 10K run or walk. It all benefits Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services. You can also be a virtual runner, which means you can sign up, get the cool long sleeve t-shirt, look cool the rest of the year, and you don't have to go.
What? Oh, my life has just been transformed, and I have broken the microphone. Oh my! Did you just say that I can virtually run? Like I can simply get the T-shirt, and walk around as if I had air quote run
and
with everyone else.
It's the same fundraising amount to us, so you can do whatever you want.
Oh, Genevieve, honey, let me just explain to you how you have changed my life and probably made a lot more money, because there are a lot of other people who are like me who want to look. No.
Who want to look.
Don't want to run. Here we go. I don't mind the donating. In fact, I love that part. I don't even mind the getting up, because I go every day to my job. I mind the running.
The running.
Yes. So,
Robin, I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought that you and I were going to take some time for the show and run for her worthy cause.
You can walk to feed the hungry too.
You didn't think that. You've known me for a very long time, Aaron Boyce. You did not ever think.
You will walk to feed the homeless
but
too.
You can also sleep in to feed the hungry.
Ice cream or coffee at the end of that walking?
Yes, there will be. Absolutely.
Snacks. Granola bars and bananas.
Absolutely.
Is there ice cream or right? Exactly. So there's I will wine. Be at home.
There's wine.
Now I know you're not telling me the truth.
No wine.
The only whining that would happen if I walked would be from me.
Oh,
so I would be whining.
I'll tell you what I've heard, but I don't have first-hand experience. A lot of people that walk to feed the hungry bring their coffee mugs or their water bottles with not coffee, not water. It's a holiday.
It's a holiday.
You can do what you want to do.
How long is this walk?
5K or 10K. So 3.2 and 5 point whatever. Yeah, 3 and some change and 5 and some change.
You know something? This discussion is not over. I would love to have our all things employment people out there going out there. It's only 3.2.
You are
also
welcome
can
to find some people to join you, and then all things employment would be right.
You also can volunteer to feed the hungry. We need about 400 volunteers.
Well, I am a good volunteer. Elena will tell you I am a good volunteer.
Oh yeah, at least 20-40 hours a week.
Exactly, I volunteer all the time. Well,
she doesn't sleep.
I love to volunteer, and I love to wear T-shirts that I've acquired by not exercising.
If we have ice cream.
No. I will have ice cream regardless of all of those.
Okay.
Ice cream will happen.
Oh, good. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, all right, Miss Jen. Wow.
I told
Great
you.
information. Great information. What you did not tell us, what you failed to tell us is if someone wanted to work with Sac Food Bank and Family Services, what type of employment opportunities do you have?
We currently have 3 on our website, which is more than usual.
Yes.
So they're all on our website again, sacramentofoodbank.org. It's not right away when you look at it. You got to scroll down to the bottom left. We are currently hiring for a driver. So pop on. We need a driver, so that's to help us pick up food from the grocery store, do deliveries, pickups. We also hiring for an attorney.
Nice.
So we're starting a new immigration service coming up. So it's all going to get started with the attorney.
So they need to know international law?
We would love and somewhat experienced immigration attorneys specifically. Yeah.
So not international
Not necessarily.
law.
Yes.
United States
Yes.
immigration laws, Aaron.
I can answer questions. There are no silly questions, Robin.
That wasn't a silly question. That was a funny question.
Laughing at the co-host is so not you.
Really? Have you met me? Like last week, I'm sure I laughed at you at least 6 times.
No, you laughed at Cletus. That wasn't me.
No, I was laughing at you.
And the
Okay.
last one's called a parish liaison. So we're looking at a part-time person that's going to be doing a lot of outreach, connecting parishes to the work that we're doing at Sacramento Food Bank, and then also helping mobilize volunteers specifically for immigration, or helping, say, if there is immigration reform, getting the word out to those the parishes that often will have a lot of a big immigration population in their parish, and a lot of stuff. Kind of an outreach, communications, community outreach. It's a fun position. It's part-time. In all these positions, well, in the attorney and the parish liaison, I get to work directly with me, so that's a bonus.
That is a bonus.
Yeah.
So why don't you give us some contact information so that we can take advantage of that bonus?
They're all on the website, and they all have the same contact info on the PDFs that pop up. I believe you email a cover letter, resume, and 3 references to employment@sacramentofoodbank.org, and then it goes to the right person.
Employment at SacramentoFoodBank.com.
And in the event that you wanted assistance doing that cover letter or resume, you could
come-
hop right on down.
Yes.
Excellent.
Very much
Fantastic.
the truth. Yep.
Okay, well, Genevieve Levy, Programs Director with Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing so much information with us.
Yes,
Thank
that's
you.
fantastic. I'm so excited because we'll have all of this information available on our website, our Facebook site, and one day we're going to get I got to talk to the boss about that website thing. Can I get an appointment with the boss?
Absolutely. I'll call them.
I think I also gave you a sheet on all the upcoming flu clinics.
Oh, nice.
This is an added bonus of resources.
Well, this is great. I think that this will be ample information for our listeners this week to get all of the things that they need, both in North and Midtown Oak Park areas. So that's fantastic in Sacramento.
Robin, who do we have coming up?
We have Elena Quintero, District 1 Parks and Youth Liaison coming up. But before that, Aaron, I'm excited. Do we have a think about it?
We have no time for thinking about it. We have to move on.
No. We have time for a think about it.
We ain't got no time to think about it. We really don't. That's not real time. We really don't. So.
Okay, I think that we're going to have to think about it at the beginning of the next hour. But we want to thank Genevieve Levy from the Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services. If you have questions about their services, please visit us on our Facebook page, watch this segment on YouTube, or you can go to their website at sacramentofoodbank.org. Is that right?
Yep.
Fantastic. That was all from memory. Okay, you're listening to Aaron Boyce and Robin Rose-Haymer, and we are all things employment on OneTalkNetwork.com. We'll be back in 5.